Welcome to the Go Gardening Show. I'm here at Chris Park down in Southtown talking to
Patricia.
Yeah, okay.
Patricia.
All right, wonderful.
Yes,
and your title is?
I'm the head of public engagement and communications at Ruby City. And Ruby City also includes Chris Park.
Okay, I was going to say that's kind of important
yes,
to
absolutely. It's part
together.
of a large campus. So Ruby City has Chris Park and studio.
So this oasis, shall we say?
I think so. It's a really beautiful, contemplative, quiet, beautiful park that comes, from kind of a tragic story, but ultimately creates a space of beauty and connection and beautiful little hidden jewels in the artwork.
I think so. I now live down here in Southtown, and I knew about it, but I am truly amazed at how many people, even people here in Southtown, do not know about this park.
It is. It's a bit of a hidden gem, much like Ruby City.
Yes.
So it was established in 2007 by our founder, Linda Pace, the late artist and philanthropist, in honor of her son, Chris Goldsberry, who unfortunately passed at a young age. And from that tragedy, she wanted to create a space of celebration of his life and beauty for people to come and experience. So we now have Chris Park, which is a gorgeous space that we offer to the public free of charge, just like Ruby City in general, no admission for anything. So
and
it's great.
Just briefly, what are the times again?
So Chris Park is open Tuesdays through Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And all of our exhibition spaces, including the space inside the park.
I was going to say, there is a studio gallery here inside the park.
And those are open Thursday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
So we have plants and art.
Plants and art, yeah, which is very cool. We just hosted like a meditation. We have a monthly meditation session that takes place in the park, which is a beautiful setting for that kind of connection with self and with others. So we invite people to come and experience that. Or if you just want to come look at the plants, which are very amazing and beautiful.
Well, let's go look at some plants. I want to ask you how this park, the plants and how it's maintained. So shall we go this way? So Patricia, I'd like to know a little bit more about how the park was developed and who was all involved with it.
Absolutely. So the park, as I mentioned, was developed as kind of this gift to the city in celebration of Linda's son, Chris. And Linda worked alongside artist Teresita Fernandez, who's an artist that we have as part of our collection and who Linda also collected. She did. She created these really great, beautiful little hidden installations throughout the park. This one is called Wednesday's Child, and Chris was born on a Wednesday. And so the original poem includes a line that says, "Wednesday's child is full of woe," which was not the kind of, thought that Linda wanted to have connected with her son. And instead they've changed the wording to say things that reflect Chris's character. So Wednesday's child is full of grace, or Wednesday's child has far to go. And so it's kind of this nice memorial for him.
So again, a nice balance of art and artistic and plants and this kind of oasis that we see here.
Yes, art and nature. So a way for us to connect with the world around us and to celebrate those that we love.
And just tell me about this one plant right here.
Yes.
Because this is a very important plant.
This is. So a lot of the plants in this garden have intention behind them. So beyond them being native or exotic species that can manage the climate in which we live in, some have special significance like this. This is a Natchez mock orange tree, which blooms generally around the time of Chris's birthday. So it's changed since that freeze we had a while back, but generally this does bloom in the late fall for about a week or two. Very fragrant, beautiful.
Very fragrant. Mock oranges are known for being very, very fragrant.
Yes, and that's what's lovely about this garden is you have experiences throughout the year that are different. So I encourage people to come back in the spring, in the fall, even in the summer, early in the morning when it's not too hot. But things change periodically here based on need or how they're thriving in the space. We're fortunate to have staff on hand who are master gardeners who deeply care about the environment and the plants that are here on site, in addition to the experience that our guests have. So they're very well versed in caring for these plants. This is their work of art, quite frankly, the work that the gardeners do on site.
Let's go look at some more plants, shall we?
Okay.
Well, we walked past through on some of these nice benches here. What is that?
So these are also artworks by Teresita Fernandez, the
Uh-huh.
artist that Linda worked with, and they're limestone benches that are found throughout the park for people to find a little space to rest on. But the beautiful kind of hidden note in these benches is that they're also inscribed with some lines from Chris's journal. So some will say
what's written in there is from
his journal himself, and I believe they're in his handwriting as well, which is also very touching. And so they range. There's some that say I kissed a puppy, or a puppy licked me, or I hugged my grandmother, and so they're very touching, sweet. Also memories of his.
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, that's neat.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the work. So Miss Hernandez did a lot of the work. Did she create this little knoll?
So yes. Well, I don't know that Teresita was a part of this, but I know that this is a very important part of the park as well. It's also known as Tumble Hill. So it's kind of a representation of whimsy and joy, and we do have many children who
tumble
down this hill. Yes.
No.
Yes.
So this had to be created.
It was created.
And did they bring lots of stone or soil, or how did they do this?
I believe it was soil based in the way that it was built, and it's maintained just as part of the rest of the garden. But it's here for people to enjoy.
That is unique, and I would just like, some people, if we have a very flat surface, or maybe on the south side of town or other parts of town where it's really flat, you can create some what we call relief.
Okay, yeah.
So with the berms and then swales will catch the water and slow it on down. So these types of earthen features are very important in the landscapes. People can do that.
Absolutely. Well, that's very
it's
cool.
not restricted to a park.
Right, yeah. And you can tumble down your own too, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you wanted.
Yeah.
So,
you could.
Yeah, you could.
So, Patricia.
Yes.
We've been talking a little bit, but what happened in 2021? I see an erythrina, which is very cold sensitive, and some other plants which are very cold sensitive. So tell me a little bit what happened.
Well, unfortunately, like many of us in the region, we had to go through that freeze, which impacted a lot of the plant life that was on site at the time. Our gardeners have done their best to kind of work to bring them back, which they have in many cases. In fact, our bamboo looks phenomenal. We had lost a lot of that, and it's coming back with a vengeance. It's gorgeous. But it also impacted the way that we decide about the types of plants that are going to be on
so
site.
Leading up to.
So thinking about things that might be a little more hardy and be able to manage hotter temperatures in the future. I think, it's a living space. It's a living, beautiful art space.
Oh, we always like to say it's an organic
It's an organic space, so it will always evolve based on the needs and how it can best survive with us here.
And on that note, let's go look at some more plants.
All right.
All right. So we have lots of different plants right here. Right here we have a lovely shade plant, a shrimp plant. And we have all these wonderful Katie Ruellia, or Mexican petunia. These are really nice native plants. So the master gardeners pick them.
We have 3 gardeners on hand, so I think they really kind of lead the conversation, and their recommendations are what we listen to. But they're trusted, they also really care about this space, and so they're the ones who make the choice.
Well, I see some butterfly weed over here.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Anisacanthus, and Esperanza, which is really great over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So now this mound
Yes.
was not created for earth. This little slopey thing in here.
Exactly.
There's actually something hidden in there.
There is something hidden in there that we're so proud of. Underground, we have a large rainwater collection tank, and so we do our best. When a space is beautiful and lush and green, We think about sustainability often as well because we know that it impacts the climate of the plants that that are thriving here with us. And so we do. We utilize rainwater to
So we
water the
have
plants.
several sources of water.
We
And it's
do,
all
we
collected
do.
right here, and you use that.
We do. Yes, the gardeners use that water.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's saving some water.
I know.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, let's go look at some shade plants.
Awesome.
All right. Well, there's some really interesting shade plants. We have these wonderful pecan trees and live oaks above us. I was noticing this. This is called Hoja Santa.
Yes.
Otherwise known as root beer plant, because some people think when you crush it, it smells like root beer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, there are other culinary uses of this. Do
Yes.
you know them?
Well, I do.
Okay.
You know, yeah, they're delicious.
Yes.
Wrapping tamales.
We
and
wrap
food
the
and that's
tamales,
very
or we
delicious.
wrap the pig's head and body in them, but it's really a really nice tasting herb.
It is. It's
However,
delicious.
it's also great in the shade.
Yes.
So, and it nicely spreads over another area. Speaking of spreading, we got those Turk's cap over there. Now, has the Master Gardener said anything about these particular Turk's cap?
Not in particular. I don't know if
Okay.
there's something special we should know about them, but I
Well,
do know they're
there's
using
a
to fill in.
great plant
Yeah.
for the shade. We have these lovely sabal plants above us, some more Turk's cap, some coral plant it looks like back there. So when in the shade, plant the shade plants. Plant those
Nice.
plants that love the shade.
Absolutely.
And we have some more ground covers. Interesting, we have this lovely yucca
Yes.
here in front here. Some more of these plants, and then some Mexican bush sage
Yep.
that will flower in a little bit. So excellent plants for all the shady areas here. Plants that can spread over a long period of time. I really like that. Oh, don't step.
I know, yes.
Don't step on that. Tell
I
me what
won't.
that is.
So these are also kind of an artwork that we have here hidden in the park. Linda Pace used to draw her dreams, and Ruby City is drawn from a dream of hers. She had a dream once, and this is a work called Jewels in the Concrete. So, you know,
She had a dream of this. It looks like
She
stars
did.
a little bit.
I know they're
doesn't it?
beautiful. They're kind of
Yeah.
like jewels coming out of the ground. So that's what they
And
represent here for
what
us.
are they? Just little prisms?
They're little
What, like-
prisms,
okay.
little kind of plastic
very
things,
beautiful.
which, you know, we have to
But
replace
they're
every now and then.
they're examples of what her dreams were.
Absolutely, yeah. So she and Chris are embedded throughout this park, which is lovely.
So it is truly Linda Pace and Chris.
Absolutely,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
wonderful. Hey, thanks for watching the Go Gardening Show, and thank you for allowing us to video at Chris Park.
Yes, thank you all so much, and I, want to welcome your viewers to come visit us at Chris Park in Ruby City. We're free admission. The park is open Tuesdays through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and all of our galleries are open Thursdays through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. as well.
Remember, it's art and plants.
Yes.
So thanks again, and thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
So let's get out there and garden and
Save some water.
Ever wonder where all of the water we use to drink, bathe, cook, garden, and put out fires comes from? Ever wonder how our water supply is safeguarded to ensure it's there for generations to come? The answers to all your questions will be waiting for you at the Edwards Aquifer Authority Education Outreach Center. Book your free visit today at eaaeoc.org. The EOC is the place to be.
Well, Lee, I'm ready for an adventure this morning.
Awesome.
So where are you going to take me to?
We are on our way to the North American Friendship Garden, which is a really special garden here at Confluence Park.
Oh, so we're here at Confluence Park.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to go somewhere special.
Very special.
All right. Wait. Welcome to the Go Gardening Show. We're here at Confluence Park, but we're going to go to a special portion of the Confluence Park with my friend Lee, and she's with the San Antonio River Authority. Say hi, Lee.
Hi.
Well, before we look at all these wonderful pollinator plants that we have in this garden, tell me a little bit about this garden.
So this garden came about when the San Antonio River Authority, San Antonio River Foundation, City of San Antonio, and the Consulate Generals of Canada and Mexico were talking about ways that we could demonstrate our friendship and our connections. And the idea of a pollinator garden came up, and everybody got really excited about it. And we happened to have a place here next to Confluence Park that was disturbed because of construction activities that needed to be replanted. And we let everybody know about it, and everybody thought it was the perfect location, and that's what we see now.
So the work was done by whom?
For the garden,
Yeah.
the partners that I just mentioned were the River Authority, the River Foundation, the City of San Antonio, and the Consulate Generals for Mexico and Canada
So
in San Antonio.
So they all had a little part in it.
Yes, everybody participated.
But who chose the plant palette?
I was lucky enough to be able
okay.
to develop the plant palette, and working with a landscape architect who did the design.
So that's really good. So, but it was primarily focused on the pollinators.
Yes, so originally it came about because of the whole connection with the monarch migration and the city of San Antonio being the first monarch champion city in the world. And then we realized, because of our studies of the birds here on the river, that there are a lot of connections with migratory birds as well. And so what I did when I was looking at the plant palette and developing it was I looked at what plants were not already in the park that supported birds in particular, because all of the plants that support birds tend to also support pollinators. And so we picked a few that weren't already in the park, and we can highlight some of those today.
Well, speaking of that, let's go look at
Let's
some
do it.
plants and talk about them a little
Okay.
bit. Let's go. Well, we're in the middle of the wilds here. So tell us a little bit about the trees, what we have here. I'm sorry, I love the trees and some of the other pollinators.
Well, we are right next to two of the plants that were not already in the park that were brought into this garden. And the first one is Mexican plum, the tree that you love so much here. It's one of the first plants to bloom in our area in the spring. It gets covered with beautiful white flowers. Pollinators come, and then you can see here we've got some plums already
We
forming.
have some about marble size, so
Yes.
they'll get about maybe twice as big.
And birds love those. And then another plant here is skeleton leaf goldeneye, and you can see a lot of it has already finished blooming, but we've still got some beautiful blooms here. Pollinators are going crazy on them right now.
I just want to say I got back from Big Bend a couple weeks ago. Guess what plant was in Big Bend?
This
one.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we know it's drought tolerant.
Yes, definitely. And look at how beautiful it is. It's also very dense, and so things like birds can find shelter and safety in these plants, in addition to eating seeds, and then of course the nectar and pollen that's provided for the pollinators.
And again, what's this name?
Skeleton leaf goldeneye.
There you go. Okay, great. Tell me a little bit about these plants right here. The flowers are kind of spent,
Yes.
but
So
we still can see their form.
this is one of our favorites. This is Salvia greggii, or autumn sage. It's got many other names, of course. And yes, you're right. Most of the flowers have already finished, but we've got a few left here. And birds will eat the seeds. These will actually bring in the hummingbirds, the flowers.
We have a dragonfly.
Oh, and there's, yes, beautiful damselfly here.
Yeah.
And there's some,
I always get them mixed up, damsel and dragon, so that's a damselfly. Okay.
it's a little bit smaller, holds its wings a little bit different, but then there's also a number of skippers. And I've noticed in my own garden that skippers really love these autumn sage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's good to know. Now, just talk about your studies, your bird studies and your butterfly studies. So what can we expect here in this little friendship garden?
Well, so we actually do participate annually in the North American Butterfly Association survey, and this garden is always a must to come and see because it's always got activity. And right now we already see queens, gold fritillaries, some skippers. We've got some checker spots. There's a metal mark right there. I'm not good enough to know the species,
Me
but
neither. So I'm just saying.
a lot of variety. And as you saw earlier, there are damselflies. We did see some dragonflies, and there are monarchs around. Oh, look, there's a border patch right behind you. So we see a lot of diversity here.
So in other words, a lot of diversity.
Yes.
On that. So, and one of the reasons I mentioned the dragonflies and damselflies, which eats more mosquitoes, bats or damselflies and dragonflies?
Oh, damselflies and dragonflies, especially the larvae of the dragonflies.
So if you don't like mosquitoes, make sure you get dragonflies and damselflies.
Yes, and if you've got a water feature, a little pond feature in particular, and you get those dragonfly larvae in there, they will eat the mosquito larvae. Yes.
So don't worry about it. All right, well, let's see some other plants that we have over here. What are we going to talk about, Lee?
You are standing in it, Mark.
Oh my! Is this milkweed?
It is. This is one of our native milkweeds called antelope horns, and it's already flowered. It's already seeded. The fluffy seeds have blown away to hopefully create more antelope horns, but this is one of our best native milkweeds for monarch butterflies as well as the queen butterflies.
And is antelope?
Antelope horns.
Okay. But over here, am I not mistaken? But this is native lantana.
Yes, this is our native lantana. You can see some of the
horrida.
flowers there blooming, beautiful. There's a gold fritillary flying away. The
And-
native lantana is really a beautiful plant, and then it produces the fruits that birds eat.
Right. So I want to put this in juxtaposition with the chimera.
Yes.
Now, the most common lantana chimera is the one that's kind of a yellowish and
Pink.
what do we call it? Taupe leaves. We call it ham and eggs, and it's very invasive.
It is.
And so we like the native. It's called Lantana horrida. So
Yes.
look for that. But it's great. It's great. It's a wonderful pollinator.
It is, and it's always a better option to use the native variety of the plant for the area that you're in. It's better supportive of wildlife, including our pollinators and our birds.
Well, let's look at a plant that I think is the #1 pollinator in all South Texas.
It's right over here,
That's
isn't
right
it?
over there. Greg's Blue Mistflower.
Yes. And you can see why it is a really amazing pollinator plant because of all of these queen butterflies that are using it. And in fact, the male queen butterflies need a certain chemical that they get out of this plant for part of their life cycle.
Really?
Yes.
So they have to have a blue mistflower.
Yes.
Now, just the blue, or can they? There's a southern Rio Grande Valley version too.
I'm not positive. I know
Okay.
that it is part of this Greg's Mistflower, and you'll see them very often in the fall after these have finished flowering, and you'll see clusters of males still on these seed heads, and they are getting that chemical. As I understand it, it's part of the pheromones that they produce, and so there's a really interesting connection between the queens and this plant.
Well, I didn't know that. That's something new. So makes me want to get a blue mist flower right away.
And we have a hidden plant
Oh,
there right
this
next
is a
to
little
you.
hidden jewel.
Yes.
I love this one for restoration projects a lot.
Yes.
This is
Engelmann's daisy or cutleaf daisy. You can see a lot of it has already flowered. Look at that checker spot there. But there are still some flowers. This is so hardy. I see this along the roadways all of the time with no care and actually getting mowed down and lots of stress put on it, and they just keep coming back. It's got beautiful leaves. Really valuable for both the pollinators, and then the birds will eat the seeds.
I was telling you earlier, my good friend Rufus, I think you know Rufus Stevens, we used to recommend this plant, Illinois bundleflower, and Maximilian sunflower as our holy trinity for restoration projects.
Yes, all three of those are really excellent native plants. Very hardy as well.
Yeah, that was the main reason. They're very hardy. Well, Lee, I want to thank you for bringing us out here to the Friendship Park. This has been a wonderful experience. But I have one more question.
What's that?
What's this thing? What's its purpose?
And that's a good question because it looks really kind of weird and most people don't know what it is. This is a bug hotel. And all of these
hotel?
Yes. All
Okay.
of these little cubbies can house different materials that are used by insects for their eggs or their larvae.
So it's all different insects.
Yeah, so we have wood materials, we've got concrete materials, we've got bricks in here, and the education staff here at the park, the River Foundation and River Authority staff often teach K through 12 students about the importance of having these kinds of materials for insects to continue on and reproduce and fulfill their life cycles.
Well, I want to thank you for taking us out here. This has been a wonderful experience out here. The flowers are in bloom, the butterflies are everywhere soon, the birds and other butterflies will be coming through here. So thank you again. This is the Friendship Park.
The Friendship Garden, the North American Friendship Garden at Confluence Park.
Okay, that's wonderful. And thanks for watching the Go Gardening Show. Let's get out there and garden and
save some water.
Explore the San Antonio River Basin, and you'll find culture, connection, and inspiration flowing through it. Our river sustains life and nurtures complex ecosystems, from San Antonio to the Gulf of Mexico. Together, we have the power to preserve our waterways and protect our communities inside and outside of the river basin. That's our riverway. Discover your riverway, and you might discover something new about yourself. Learn more at sariverauthority.org.
So, how does enjoying the many beautiful parks and natural areas located in the Trinity Glen Rose Groundwater Conservation District help protect the clean water stored in the Trinity Aquifer? You can learn more at trinityglenrose.com/pollution prevention.